Hi guys, I am back with week number 38. For the next few layouts, you are going to see that I'm going to be filming in this format where you can see the whole spread. I kind of want to get you guys feedback, what you guys like better. Do you like seeing the up close each individual card, or do you prefer to see this overall spread? So if you could leave that comment below, I'd really appreciate it, so I kind of know the direction I want to go with the filming, and then I will try to accommodate the majority of people's interest in seeing the video film. So that's kind of why I did this. I wanted to change it up a bit, and try to film this way and see if anybody enjoyed this particular view better. So now I am just showing you some stamps and the ink pad that I'm going to be using. I'm going to use the Pistachio ink pad from Stampin' Up, and it's the Life in Pictures stamp set from Ali Edwards. So I'm taking these labels that were pre-printed and cut on my silhouette, and they are from Caitlin Schaefer. You can get them from her blog at caitlinschaefer.com, I believe it is. If you guys have any questions about that, you can leave a comment in the link below as well. So I use those stickers at the top, and then I use a stamp that said Our Story, and then I add that label that says These Photos Tell. And then now I'm going to take this gray ink and I'm going to stamp on the card at the top with a more scripty font here in a second, and I'll tell you what that says here. And it says These Photos Tell, and then it's going to say The Most Wonderful Story. And I really like the combination of the more bold font with that scripty font, and those are both from Ali Edwards, the Life in Pictures stamp set. So now I'm just going to glue this label sticker down a little bit more, and I really like how it overlaps with the stamps that I used. So I really enjoy this particular title card. So I'm just going to glue these down. They aren't very sticky, and I really like these stickers. They have a really chunky kind of pink glitter on them, and then they have kind of a words printed on the stickers themselves as well. So those are kind of cool. So now I am moving on. I'm going to, I think, add a little heart charm. Yeah, to that card. These are some charms that I've had in my stash for forever. They were meant, I think, to be like on a charm bracelet or some kind of jewelry. So I just took the little O-ring off of it. I'm not sure if that's the right word. Jump ring, I think it's called. Jump ring off the heart, and I took a really strong glue dot and glued that down on the page. And it still has a little circle in the top where you would hang that jump ring, but it's fine. I don't mind it at all, and the color looks great with this particular color scheme. So now I'm working on this card. This is a pretty plain card that I'm going to fancy up a bit by adding another label. Again, this is one of the Caitlin Schaefer labels, and some frames. I have a lot of these frames in my stash, and I really need to use them up. And I typically don't use them with photos. I typically use them as layering pieces. So I thought this was a good opportunity, and the colors worked well with this particular layout. So I'm using that chipboard frame, and that little heart is kind of like a kind of acetate-y, vellum-ish kind of heart that I've had in my stash for quite some time. I think it might have been from Studio Calico, but I could be wrong. And then I'm just adding a little brad and some of these enamel dots, and I'll be adding the enamel dots kind of throughout this layout. Here's just a little stamped word that I'm going to add and glue up to the top left of that picture of the what is it called? The blizzard. That is all gone. And then that heart is going to go at the top. That is from the Fuse, one of the Fuse collection die cut packs. They're kind of like a plasticky kind of a texture, and you can be using with the Fuse and then fuse them to pages. That noted die cut that I'm working with is also from that same die cut pack. Oh, and there's my daughter. She's saying hi. And then I am adding another one of those stamped phrases down on that picture of me. And I like these phrases. They're kind of like an everyday phrase. They're from Ali Edwards. I got them from her Studio Calico shop. They're on sale 1 week, and I got some of them because I do love the Ali Edwards stamps. They're probably one of my favorites to use in Project Life. Then I'm using this little sticker that says, I think it says Tuesday. I could be wrong on the day. It's kind of hard to see on my screen, but it has one of the days of the week. And then I'm just going to add now some enamel dots kind of throughout this entire layout. This was a very simple layout this week, and I'm just going to show you some close-ups here so you can kind of see this. And like I said, leave a comment below. Let me know if you like this way of filming or if you like the other way. So I am showing the close-ups at the end, so I just kind of want to get your opinion on that. So here I'm on page 2, and this is another Ali Edwards stamp, one of her story kit stamps that I had stamped from a friend, and I'm adding another little brad there and just adding that and more enamel dots. And now I'm going to use another one of those chipboard frames. Since I used one on the first page, I wanted to bring that over on the other page. This is another butterfly from that Fuse die cut pack, and I'm just adding just a little bit of adhesive on there. And then I'm going to add some enamel dots on this one as well as a brad, I believe. That is a punched heart. A tip that I have for you, if you have a lot of washi in your stash and then you have some punches, both seem to not be utilized as much as they should be because we have so many of them in our stash. What you can do is put washi down on a piece of like white paper, like a scrap piece of paper, and then take your punches and then punch them out, and then you have your own handmade embellishments. And it's really nice because they work really well with these Project Life or even traditional scrapbooking. You can really sprinkle them in between your layers and things on your traditional pages and really add a little pop of color, and you can make them whatever color you want. So I have a Stampin' Up! Heart punch, and I think I have a Martha Stewart butterfly one, so I've done that a lot. A star punch would be good too because those are some very universal icons. But yeah, you just put the washi tape down in strips, then take the punch and then punch out the shapes, and then it works perfectly. So this card was really supposed to be a vertical card, but I didn't want to use it vertically, and I didn't like how the lines were looking upside down or sideways when I moved the card. So I just took a piece of scrap, kind of a cream colored paper, and I just trimmed it out to fit that size and then rounded the corners, and then it worked out perfectly. That little stamp is from an Allie Edwards stamp set, as well as this Love Life. The Love Life stamp set is the one, or the stamp, I put it on another one of those Caitlin Schaefer labels, and it fit perfectly in the center. I love these little burlap bows, and I thought it went perfectly with that cupcake. And then I'm just adding another one of these little phrase strips to the pictures of me and my daughter at lunch. And I think that's pretty much wrapping up the layout. I'm just going to put a couple more enamel dots, and that is pretty much it. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I really appreciate all my current subscribers, and if you'd like to get up-to-date views of my videos, you can subscribe and then see those when they come out. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.